Okay, this is DragonofEternity and welcome back to Final Fantasy XIV Dawntrail Patch 7.0 MSQ, or Main Scenario Questline, or Main Story Questline. In the last video, we received the requirements for the next feat, which is to make some food. And we learned from Wuk about how the two people have essentially come together thanks to food. And a two-headed guy saying, hey, you should have peace, there are people overseas who could easily take over. Great guy. Great guy. So in this video, I guess we're trying to make that food then. It's thanks to Wuk that we are able to learn this forest history. That's twice now he's helped us. To think that we might never have met him if we hadn't fought to fix the boat. Or fix the float. I am butchering words left, right, and center. I hope I have been of sufficient service to the third promise. The feat of Repast. Bananas still weigh heavily on Kona's mind. Oh, do they now? Wuk has given us valuable insight into the origins of the Brook Pibil. However, we are no closer to procuring the necessary Najul leaves, unless... Tell me, was that historic feat commemorated in some fashion? For monument, for instance? Indeed it was, allow me to show you. And people will be making offerings to that monument, I assume. It is only speculation, but I dare to hope. What does Kona want with a monument? He wants offerings. Here it is. Offered up by the two factions, these weapons symbolize their vow that they would never again raise arms against each other. I've got Alexander Rise in my head. Since this feat demands a journey through history, I thought it only logical that a monument like this might steer us true. Especially one at the heart of so significant a battlefield. Limity, Marishta, would you help me search this area for clues? Tell me if anything catches your eye, like a banana peel. Sure thing. They dropped something in the cenote. That's my guess. Look here, the soil has been recently overturned. If only I could see it. Ooh, someone buried a box. Well, well, I would have been satisfied to find only a hint, but here they are. Fresh Najul leaves. Hidden Rook's doing, I'll wager. There's a poetry in hiding them on this battlefield, given that it was central to the war they helped end. So he planned all this from the start. Thank you again, Wuk. We wouldn't have found these leaves without your help. It was my honor to render assistance. And, with apologies to present company, allow me to offer my encouragement as well, third promise. Ever since I witnessed your performance in the Feat of Reeds, I have been certain that you are the claimant most worthy of leading our nation. All devised solutions to the Hanu's ailing crops, but you alone sought to know their culture and revive Ihana, even if it seemed unrelated to your task. In my humble opinion, no one cares more for the people of Tuliolal and what they hold dear. Should you again require the historical musings of an old shipwright, I am ever at your service. For now, I take my leave. Sucks to be you, Catboy. I cannot argue with that. He's learning! We have what we need. Let us return to Ikbrax. I am soaking in this rain. Speak with Kona. So this will be feat 6. Send one more feat. We still need to get the stone back from the two-headed asshole. And then we need to find the actual entrance to El Dorado. I'm just going to call it El Dorado. The City of Gold. I really hope Grahatia comes back in the story. I miss my boy. You have to wonder whether Wuk Evu is actually a historian and not a shipwright. You may make use of the kitchens. I thought Cryer was helping with the kitchen here. Oh well. Kona! I'm glad we were successful. The others should be back soon, I expect. I hope so. I'm famished. I'm glad we were successful. The others should be back soon, I expect. And historian. Alright. And so we wait. No voice. Alright. How did everyone fare? We got the Najul leaves. Ukevu came along and helped us find them. Ukevu was here? I would have liked to say hello. Yes, he gave us an important history lesson. You see, your father helped unite people with food. That Gulal Jaja brought an end to centuries of warfare surprises me little, but to achieve said peace through cuisine is something else entirely. I mean, look what happened with the cafe at the end of the universe. Well, the Omicrons. Leave it to my old man to find the oddest of solutions. But how about the rest of you? Is our kitchen ready? Everything should be in order. Oriange and I made another tour of the village and borrowed the cooking utensils we need. With no mention of what we needed them for, of course. And I am pleased to report that we are stocked with the finest firewood this forest had on offer. Spoken like a true expert. Ernville and I found our brook, so we should have meat aplenty. It was a spirit creature, so much so that its hunter fell down a cenote trying to catch it. What part of never speak of this to anyone did you not understand? I love Aaronville and your honesty. I picked a good portion of local herbs with particular attention to the seeds that yield achiote, and told our resident astrologian divined the appropriate measurements for the seasoning as well. Aye, through further inquiry did I determine the ideal balance of spices. And all that remains is to prepare the dish itself. I presume at least one among us is versed in the culinary arts. Me! I'm level 90! I can hardly claim profound skill, but I have cooked for myself. You can leave the rest to me. And you, I hope, as I recall, you are an accomplished culinarian. Thank you! Oh, my mouth is watering already. Without further delay then. Right, we need to dig a hole. We need to set that hole on fire. I'll say, prepare for fire. This feels like it's going to be voiced.
Oh, it smells so good.
Yeah, it is. Lovely.
Good, there is still time. I shall prepare our sample at once.
At first, I wasn't sure about being stuck with the one head. But better that than playing nanny to the mewling house cat.
Be quiet, Bako Jaja. No one cares what you think.
Huh. Act tough all you like. Victory will be ours.
It's ready.
Is that a taco?
Apologies for the wait. We submit to you our Shibruk Pibil.
This looks amazing.
The dish is prepared by using the culinary techniques of the Mamulja to cook the spiced meats favored by the Jabral. It is a symbol of peace between their two peoples after centuries of war.
Both the ingredients and your methods appear to have been correct. Now then. In taste, texture, and aroma, you have recreated Shibruk Bibil admirably. Granted, anyone might well achieve similar results by following the recipe to the letter. But you went a step further. You sought to learn the cultural significance of the dish, about Yoktel's history of violence, and your father's role in ending it. Your willingness to take lessons from the past befits aspiring Dawn servants. And for that, I commend you. All that remains is to partake of your creation. True understanding is gained only through experience.
Now this is something I'm definitely good at.
Ahem. I believe we have yet to receive our assessment. Ours is also a faithful example of Shibruk Pibil, as you will no doubt agree.
I see. While your effort looks the part, unlike the second and third promises dish, it lacks its defining aroma.
Preposterous! The meat was marinated in spice before being steamed in an earthen oven. This is Shibruk Pibil.
Oh? And what about the Jatika banana leaf?
It's because of you that we couldn't get any damn leaves! You can't fault us!
But the second and third promises had no such difficulty, did they? That which they needed they acquired simply by showing interest in our history and heritage.
Ugh, it's just some crusty old leaf. What difference could it make?
Your dish lacks an essential ingredient. As you have failed to demonstrate an adequate understanding of Shibruk Pibil, I must deem your performance unsatisfactory. Your team will not receive keystones.
This was stupid anyway.
His ambition only grows more intense. That someone could harbor such dark thoughts towards family.
What do I care for this sham of a feat? I can always take what I need later.
This is delicious! The brook is so tender it melts in your mouth, and the way the najou leaf rounds out these spices is sublime. This is the taste of harmony. Someone who only knows brute force and deception could never appreciate it.
Choke on your harmony.
Come. Finish your meal. That too is part of the feat.
You don't have to tell me twice. That was bliss. You've got real culinary talent. If you ever tire of adventuring, you can always be my personal chef.
It was palatable enough, I suppose. To you, who have successfully performed the feat of Repast, I present these keystones.
Only 1 feet left.
Well, I should get going then. I'm glad that I wasn't paired with one of the others.
We can do better than that, surely.
They really are just stats babysitting, aren't they?
The 6th keystone is ours. Thanks for all your help, everyone. I forgot something important. Was there any many Shiprook people left? I could really use another helping.
You could always try the others. I think they just left the food there. Alright, let everyone zoom in. Or zone in even. That was a delicious sample of Shiprook people. I have high hopes for you all. There's an even left. So, Kryl, you want to talk about what happened with the firstborn? I believe our dish is well received. We need to start considering how to reclaim that keystone from Bakul Jajar. Depriving the first promise of a keystone is a crucial victory indeed. Yes, now we're on even footing, I guess. One final feat remains. After this one, I hardly know what to expect. Well, we need to find the entrance to the City of Gold. That was so good. I'm already looking forward to having Shiprook PBL again. Yeah, Kryl made some more using leftover ingredients. You'll love it. I'm thinking to buy more for the road myself. Now that the feat of Repast is over, the villagers should be free to offer it to us, right? Shiprook PBL. Oh, it's a tabletop item. Alright. Da-da-da-da-da. New wares are available from the merchant. Which one? Right, already talked to you. Fate of the Brotherhood, here we come! Brother. A father's grief. Next feat awaits, and Alphino would have you on the road as soon as possible. A father's grief. Alright. Seeing as we now face the penultimate objective of the rite, it would be wise to travel to Mamuk and undertake the feat of the Brotherhood without delay. Wise, yes, but impossible. The Tai-In-Bek Traverse, which connects the upper forest to the Jatika heartland, is still impassable. Is there no other route? I'm afraid not. Work to clear the path is underway now, so I'm hopeful we can resume our journey soon. Then let us each use this time as we see fit. Alright, I'm going to buy some more of that taco. I, for one, would like to explore the village surrounds, if Erenville would oblige me with a tour. Well, very well. I have no other engagements. Then I will come with you, if only to prove that I am capable of keeping my footing. Please tell me she falls in again. Though I shouldn't rejoice in our delay, it does afford me an opportunity to look into my grandfather's purported visit to Yaktel. Oh, that's right. Mablu did say something about a foreign mage coming through here decades past, didn't he? I'll come with you. Want to join us? Yes. Let us reconvene here after our respective diversions. Maybe she'll push him into a cenote. As I recall, the merchant met my grandfather at a market in Yaktel some 20 years ago. Any who might reliably remember him must therefore be at least middle-aged. Really? Let us make inquiries where we can. Middle-aged. As someone in my 30s, I take offense to that. So, new wares then. Who sells it then? Local merchant? Would it be you? There it is. Alright, so we can buy tacos. Lovely. Alright, where are we going? Oh, there we go. I was gonna say, I don't see them. I also didn't see this giant hole in the ground. Oh, I see, they're using cenote as a water supply. Oh, clever. I hope someone in Ikbrax knows something. This fellow looks promising, definitely older than I am. Hello. A foreign mage 20 years ago? Yes, I remember him. It's not often we get visitors from across the salt, let alone travelling with infants. A baby girl, as I recall. I only saw him in passing, mind. If anyone were to know more, I'd wager it would be Hunmu Rook. He was already Zibrax Rax then. A baby girl, it couldn't have been. You? Are you in your 20s? But thank you, sir. That information is very helpful. Okay, now I need to look up your age. FF14 Kryl age. Kryl is 22. I thought she would be much older than that. Really? She's 22? I hope this is correct. Yeah, that's her age on the wiki. Alright. So, Hunmu Rook has been Rax for over 20 years. That's before I was even born. How old are you? Wuk Lamat age. It does not say. It does not say. Alright. This may be the very lead I was looking for, or I was hoping for. Hello again, do you require assistance? A foreign mage passed through Ikbrax roughly 20 years ago, possibly carrying a young child. Do you remember him? Why do you ask me this? Who is this man to you? He may have been my grandfather, and I wish to know what brought him here. Your grandfather? Not by blood, but he is family nonetheless. Wait a minute. Oh no. If I remember the launch trailer... I'm keeping that theory to myself. A foreign mage did indeed visit Ikbrax, Master Galuf. Yep, that's your granddad. So far as his identity is concerned, I trust you're satisfied? More than that, however, I cannot say. Why not? I simply cannot. I beg your forgiveness and understanding. Very well, I will not press. Thank you for confirming his presence here. The rest I will discover myself. Out of more general curiosity, I have another question. They say the Yokhui once dwelled in these forests. Where was that exactly? General curiosity indeed. But yes, before they withdrew to Urkopacha some 5 centuries ago, the Yokhui claimed the Yaktel as their own. Many of their architectural remains can be found in the lower forests, the Jatika heartland. Then that's where they must have had their visions. Thank you, that answers much and more. I understand what it means to long for one's family, so believe me when I say that, though my position forbids me from aiding you any further, I wish you nothing but success. By helping the Third Promise find the Golden City, you will surely find the answers to your questions. Speaking of which, I have a query of my own for you, Marishna. May I request a moment of your company? Go on, we'll wait for you. Oh no, I think I know what's going to happen. Oh, I don't want to say. I shouldn't say. But if it is what I'm thinking of, then damn. We don't know who your parents are, do we? So in order to get my answers, I need to find the Golden City. Well, that was my intent from the first. I'll do everything in my power to make it happen. Yeah, we don't know who your parents are. Technically, Gallifrey is like a Huer who adopted you. Uh-oh. Is this your origin story? Go on and see what Wuk needs. I will. Thank you for obliging me. First, let us head to the cenote behind this village. Are we about to go fishing? Ooh, cutscene time. It was my intention to see you off without saying anything, but Mistress Kryle's plea has softened my resolve. As the leader of our community, I am gladdened to see that the Third Promise has surrounded itself with such compassionate and trustworthy companions. Would you tell me of her journey so far? You're her dad. Or her uncle. Is that so? It seems the rite has been a source of great learning and growth for Wuk Lamat. It does me well to hear that. My daughter would be about her age. Girls are rarely born among the Zabral, so when she arrived the village was elated. Such joy I felt when I first held her. And pain when I found her at the bottom of a cenote. Okay, never mind, you two aren't related. 3 years ago, or 3 years old. An accident, it was said. But I knew better. She had been pushed. Oh, we were making jokes about pushing people into cenotes. Though we never caught him, a suspicious figure was seen fleeing towards the Jatika heartland. Towards Mamuk. Once bitter enemies, the Muljar and Zabral had learned to live in peace. But who could doubt the intent of such a reprehensible act? By targeting the child who would one day lead her people, the criminals sought to undermine the future of the Zabral. Oh. I was determined not to let them succeed, so I let the memory of my daughter die in that cenote, and gave her into the care of the one person I knew who could protect her. Wait. So is she alive or is she dead? And pain when I found her at the bottom of a cenote. It didn't say she died. I let the memory of my daughter die in that cenote and gave her into the care of the one person I knew could protect her. Dawn Servant Gulul Jaja. It is her! Though she was born to lead the Zabral, fate had a greater plan for Wuk Lamat. Only the Dawn Servant and I know the truth, that I must take you into my confidence for one reason. The villain who attempted to murder my daughter was indeed of Mamuk, then rancor towards the Zabral still burns. I was caught off guard once. I will not suffer the same tragedy again. And so I ask you, not as Dawn Servant's elector, but as a father, to watch over the Third Promise, defend her from her enemies that may be lurking in shadow. Will you do this for me? Of course. Thank you, from the bottom of my heart. Will you hear my question and answer me plainly? Address me not as the ruler of Tuliolal, but a concerned father. Oh, damn. Oh, damn! Suffice to say, Well, suffice to say, this conversation must remain between us. We've not a word of this to anyone. Aye, I definitely won't say it in say chat or shout chat. Actually, I shouldn't. That would be a big spoiler for other people. A father's grief. Da 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 da. Taking a stand. Unmu stands quietly, his expression one of old pain. Recalling the past has rendered me emotional. I require a moment to compose myself, but please, do not keep the third promise waiting. Alright. I feel better having spoken with you. My thanks. Damn. So what about a mother then? Or is this like in Makote society where the leader has breeding rights with every female? Nah, I don't think it'll be like that. Are we going up here? No? Oh yeah. Yes. No, it's a solo duty. Finished speaking with Wuk, have you? Yeah. Upon speaking with Wuk Lamat, several cutscenes will play in sequence. It is recommended that you satisfied sufficient time to view these scenes in their entirety. Alright, so if this video goes over an hour, I do apologize. 663. No, I was hoping this would be voiced. You're back. So what did Ruk want? Do I get a choice? No. I just get the whisper emote. Alright. It's alright. You don't have to say. More importantly, the Tienbeck traverse still isn't clear yet. Something about even more rocks? Then I think I'll take the opportunity to rest. All that cooking and preparing for it has worn me out. Someone's in the grass, aren't they? A nap does sound tempting. Do you want a bodyguard? A moment promise. Uh-oh. You want a Bakul Jajars? What do you want? I've come to fetch you. You're welcome to refuse, but no ladder would be most unwise. And why's that? I'm sure your salted friend has an idea. What do you think? He's overheard. I'm coming with you. You're not going alone. And they say house cats don't come when called. Follow me, promise. Shouldn't I, call people on the link pearl? Just say, hey, we got an issue. Why are there weapons there? That might have been from a past stage. Oh.
And just how far do you plan on taking us?
It's voiced. Lovely.
Morok! Bakul Jaja, you snake! If you want my keystone so badly, you deal with me and me alone. Leave the Elector out of this.
Is that all you think he is? Foolish kitty! This man is the reason we are here. Take a good look at him. Go on, look. Surely you recognize your real father.
Don't believe us? Then ask your trusted sellsword. She heard it straight from the old man's mouth.
Is it true? Is Humuruk my... Your silence says it all.
Now that you understand the situation, let's see those keystones. I'll even let you fight for them. Just you and me. If that adventurer attempts to interfere, I'll kill the old man myself!
You despicable, heartless fiend! Kinsman or no, I won't stand for you taking hostages! Come on then! You wanna fight? I'll give you a fight!
Oh, such heroic caterwauling promise. I'm shaking. Guard our hostage well. We wouldn't want to attempt any thoughts of rescue. By the by, house cat, they've been instructed to put down Papa Dearest when you lose. Hopefully he settled his affairs.
Don't worry. I'm not losing to the likes of him. Well, what are you waiting for, you blessed bastards? It's 2 against 1. Don't tell me you're scared.
I know I didn't hear you right.
Alright, I see what's going to happen. This is going to be a solo duty where I control Wuk Lamat. Cowards don't stand a chance against Wuk Lamat. You should back down before you get hurt. Don't worry, the scary adventurer won't try anything funny. I gotta be mocking.
Foreign scum! Who are you to mock me?
I am the warrior of light, bitch! I've killed gods!
I'll kill you all! Don't look away, son. I want you to watch as I tear your beloved promise to shreds!
It'd be a good time to call the
Eyes
others.
on me. The house cat, remember? I'll say it again. I'm not losing to the likes of you. I'm going to become Dawn's servant, and I will protect my people.
Yep, here it comes. Alright. Good thing I know how to play as a warrior. In this battle, you will play as Wuk Lamat. No shit. Through skillful combat, Wuk Lamat will gain the resolve she needs to unleash powerful limit breaks. Not only do these attacks deal great damage, they will recover HP. Use them early and often to emerge victorious. Alright. Okay. I suspect this won't be the only time. Come on, load. I want to fight him. Right, what we got? Trail of the Brax. Claw Fang Tail. Combo bonus restores own HP. Shirali Judgment. Luatena Pulse. Beak of the Luatena. Range. Run of the... Okay, that's a... Alright. And then Dawnlit Conviction. Additional effect, absorb a portion of damage Teller's HP. Unleashing strength befitting a Dawn Servant's legacy. Delivering an attack to all enemies in a straight line before you. Sort their head. Oh. Alright. Alright, let's... Which one am I doing first? You. Let's do this!
Come, you mangy house cat, so I can rip you to pieces.
Roar.
I'll cut you to shreds.
Oh, I'm just standing there. Alright. Gain strength from her resolve.
Magic should be more than enough for Miss Mittens.
Hello.
I'll make you eat dirt.
Oh, it's a Dawn Servant fight all over again. Oh no. Alright. At least I know how that goes.
We're settling this here and now.
Still playing the part of the brave warrior.
Oh shit. That's huge. I gotta not use that too
Miss
much.
Mittens is no longer amusing me, brother.
Don't let conviction!
This rite has taught me so much
Oh, that does 15.
about my
Oh, wait.
nation, my people, and myself.
That's right, you have your learning arc. Green? Oh, green's gonna be poison, isn't it?
What?
Oh, I could have been in there. Alright, so I can go in the middle of green. Good to know.
How do you like this?
Here, kitty, 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 kitty.
Yo. I wish I could have LB as a one-person party. Would be nice. I shouldn't be here, should I? It's about the same either way, isn't it? I think. Yeah. Alright, we're learning.
I finally understand what it means to live in peace. To greet each day in safety and happiness.
Alright, that does 5-6%.
Irritating pest.
So am I doing this?
It's time we finished her, brother. This is the end for you, kitten.
Are you going to do a knockback as well?
Know your place.
Yes, you are. Alright.
It's not enough to claim the title of Dawn's servant. I must carry on Papa's legacy, his love for our people.
Flee ridden upstart! Why won't you die?
Cause she's played by me. She ain't dying. This ain't Horchefont.
Fine. I'll show you the true power of the blessed.
Button mash. Button mash. Escape!
I will be the next Dawn servant, and I'll protect my people's happiness to the last.
It's a line she said in the trailer. Damn.
That's why there's no way I'll ever lose to the like of you.
Holy.
What? But that was everything I had!
Well, now you've lost two of the promises.
I can't stand it anymore! Attack!
Oi! Oh, that's why I have an AoE. Alright. Dicks.
This is our fight! Stay out of it! You bring shame upon us.
You think we care about your stupid pride? This is for Mamuk! We cannot lose!
Oh, the great Bakul Jaja needs help, I see. Send your whole army. You still won't win.
Alright, that's a lot of AoEs.
I will prove that my allies are right to believe in me.
Oh, come on. How many hired folks do you have?
Such confidence! What changed? She wasn't like this before!
You want me to thank for that? Alright, no more AoEs being cast out by them? Lovely. Final one! Baboom! Dun 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 dun! Oh, I enjoyed this. Hey, there's no one protecting your dad. Alright, Keystone.
I reclaim what you stole.
No. How can this be? How could that puny house cat beat all of us?
You've caused nothing but trouble with your dirty tricks. Threatening the Hanu, releasing Valyarmanda, harassing me is one thing, but you've endangered too many innocents. No more, Bakul Jaja. I will not stand for it. If you even think of tormenting my people again, you will answer to me.
And he goes and forgets he had the way blocked.
What? That was his doing?
The only part left in the saga is the Lay of the Brotherhood in Mamuk. The plan was to force you here so we could take the rest of your keystones.
So that's what he was up to. But, should you be telling us this?
What does it matter? You've beaten us. It's over. We'll release the hostage.
I'm sorry. I was careless.
Are you alright? So what Bakul Jaja said about you and me...
But to single-handedly defeat Bakul Jaja, you truly are the Dawn Servant's daughter. It has been my honor to bear witness to your journey. Promise.
Promise. Yes. That's what I am. I'm Gulul Jaja's daughter, and Tulihyolal's next Dawn servant. Come on. Let's rejoin the others.
That was a scene. Did something happen while you were away? There's a certain satisfied air about you. Aaronville's tour was both educational and exciting. I hope we can persuade him to conduct another in the lower forests. The twins ran me from one end of Utholmu horizon to the other, asking about everything of remote interest along the way. Yeah, that sounds like them. For as weathered as our promise looks, she's positively glowing with confidence. Wonder what happened. Don't worry about it. Seems we were the last to return. I'm glad everyone made it back safely. Thank you for having faith in me. Keeping out of the fight, even when it got dirty, couldn't have been easy for you. But Bakul Jaja won't be the last person to threaten those I care about. I wanted to prove to myself that I could stand up to such villains, even when I stand alone. Which isn't to say I won't ask for your help when I need it, of course. I know better than that now. Aww. Da 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 da. I was expecting another cutscene. Earlier, in the second Promises camp. Alright.
The passage to Mamuk remains blocked. For now, all we can do is try to rest and recover. perhaps with a meal, as my sister would no doubt suggest. Shall we borrow the kitchens and prepare some Shibruk Bibil?
So thou hast taken a liking to the dish. As we learn to appreciate the unfamiliar, 'tis only natural that we develop new affinities. There is no shame in this.
But there is in ignorance. I had barely considered what the people of Tudi Yolal hold dear. What hopes they harbor for the future. Our nation is built upon the bonds that Father forged during his journey across Tural. But so single-minded have I been in my advocacy of foreign innovations that I fail to understand my own people. Could someone who struggles to connect with the populace ever make a worthy Dawn servant?
To understand and connect with people is by no means easy. But there is something you can do to pave the way. Let them see you for who you really are. What makes you laugh and cry and rage. That sort of honesty is the first step towards mutual understanding and connection.
Understanding begets fellowship, as my father said. And yet, what you suggest does not come naturally to me.
I, too, have found it difficult to speak from the heart. In thy struggles, I see mine own, painful in their familiarity. Yet frightening though it may feel, if we are to move forward, we must indeed take that first step. Dispense with pretense, and simply be.
Do you remember when you first approached us, and we asked you why you wanted to become Dawn Servant? You said you wished to use the knowledge you acquired in Sharlayan for your country, and in doing so repay your father for the opportunities he afforded you. What won me over was not your ambition, but your motivation. So let your people know this, and in time, they'll come to support you as we do. You can't hide behind that stoicism forever.
Very well then. I will make a greater effort to be myself. By not being my usual self so much.
Aww, that seems nice. Into the Traverse. Yeah, I am gonna call it here, and I will be starting that quest next time.